I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 2, we will call to order the village board meeting January 20th, 2022. Roll call shows Jim is excused and Peter is attending on the phone. Otherwise, everyone else is in attendance. 4, agenda changes. Are there any? Okay. 5, consent agenda. A, December 16th, 2021 regular board meeting minutes. B, January 6th, 2022 regular board meeting minutes. C, January 6th, 2022 closed session minutes. D, licenses and permits as stated. And E, presentation of accounts and other claims against the village. If there are no questions, I would need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Peter?
Aye.
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 Abstain. I wasn't here that December 16th meeting and I'm on the chart of accounts.
All right. Motion carried. 6, pre-registered citizens to be heard. Are there any? Okay. We will go to 7, committee reports. There are none. 8, unfinished business from previous meeting. And there are none. 9, new business. A, discussion and possible action on 2022 CIP purchase of police squad.
So this is just the final purchase of it. There was a little report, I believe, in the packet. Squad purchase was $35,009.62, which Chris told me it was $300 less than quoted, so it's a win. Detailing stock, or the decals are done on it, so then we still need to get it outfitted, I believe.
And do we need a motion
Yeah,
to approve?
we never got it. The issue is we ordered it, like we had to order it last year because of how long it took to get it,
Okay,
the lead time on it, so we just want to just get an official, it was approved with the budget, we need an official vote on it. CIP.
okay, then I would need a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion to approve the Hortonville Police Squad purchase from the 2022 CIP funds. Is that the right way to word that, Nathan?
Yeah, there's a sample motion otherwise.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Motion to approve the 2022 CIP squad purchase at the amount no greater than $35,009.62 to All World Ford.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Peter?
Aye.
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 Okay, motion carried. B, discussion and possible action, CSM approval of splitting parcel 240046400.
So, I think it's kind of upside down in your packet, but it's lot 1 is getting cut out of lot 2 based on right next to the park. This is where the development is going to be going potentially. Their state approval came through. So basically at this point, they just have to go to the Army Corps of Engineers because of the mitigation. So they're at their last step before being able to have an official sale. So we need to have the lot split and rezoned. This is what that's doing.
Okay, if there are no questions for Nathan, we would need a motion.
Did this already go to Planning and zoning?
Yes, this is a recommendation for approval from them.
Okay. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve. I lost my place here, I'm sorry. The rezoning as proposed.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Peter?
It's not the,
Aye.
sorry, 1 second. It's not the rezoning, it's
Okay.
the splitting, it's the CSM.
I'm
The-
sorry.
The splitting out of the parcel. Zoning, the rezone is later.
Okay, so I will remove that motion. I make a motion to split the parcel. Is that the correct wording?
To approve the CSM of parcel number, and then
Okay. I apologize. I lost my agenda with all the words, so here, bear with me. Does anybody want to bail me out on that one? Okay, thank you. Split the parcel 240-0464-00. Thank you.
I'll still second it.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carried. C, discussion and possible action on rezoning of Lot 1 CSM under Z1-Z-1-22.
so this is taking lot 1 of that CSM, and rezoning it from Conservancy, which is to basically a C1, I believe, which is general commercial. Is it C2? Highway commercial C2, sorry.
And this was also, went to planning and zoning, and we made a recommendation to the board to approve.
Correct.
I would need a motion.
I'll make the motion rezoning of lot 1 CSM number 240-0464-00 to Z-1-22.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. D, discussion and possible action rezoning Z-2-22.
This is rezoning 2 parcels right next to Gilbert's that the village owns. The parcels, it was recommended by the planning and zoning to approve it. Basically, the parcel was in a PUD at one point when we bought the land that we ended up selling part of to Gilbert's. It was zoned at that point in the PUD, it was predicted to either be residential R1 or the commercial. So at this point, we wanted to move it to commercial. We believe that's the best use of those parcels.
That's where that big pile of sand is?
Correct.
Sure, whatever.
If there are no questions, I would need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to rezone Z-2-22. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost on this too. How you want this worded from R1 to
C2.
C2, highway commercial C2, okay.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. E, discussion and possible action rezoning Z-3-22.
So this is the rezoning of 2 parcels that were kind of outside of the zoning it should have been at this point. I believe the owners are here. One owner is selling it to someone else, and they want to keep the same use. Basically, we're putting it in the correct zoning at this point, which would be industrial. So it's going to be going from R2, which is highway commercial to industrial I-1.
C2.
C2.
Isn't it C2?
Yeah. Did I say R2?
Yes, you did.
Sorry. C2 to I-1.
If there are no questions, we would need a motion.
So this was the one you talked about last time that was or that we missed somewhere along the line, it wasn't zoned correctly a while back?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it might have been back when it was first put in, but
Okay,
I don't know, so. Correcting it.
I'll make a motion to rezone for Z-3-22, to rezone from C2 highway commercial to industrial I-1.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion and possible action on new benefited part-time officer.
At this time, we don't have any information or details yet worked out, because that would have to get worked out with the union, but we wanted to approve the position, basically is what we kind of discussed at the last meeting, was to kind of just go through and approve it, so that we know that the position's going to be available, and we just gotta work out the details, and that will be at the next special board meeting, basically.
So we would be approving it pending that we
Right,
would change
right,
the union
right.
contract and.
This is just allowing us basically to post it and to kind of go through the process for
Yeah.
accepting applications and stuff like that. Interview. So,
So we would need tonight a motion to approve Chris putting the ad out and going forward.
the ad was put out last time, it's more for the interview process.
Okay. Does your motion need to just say benefited part-time officer?
No, it's actually limited full-time is what we
Okay, I was kind of,
designated it as. That.
okay. I will make a motion to approve pending contract negotiations for a limited full-time police officer position.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. G, any other miscellaneous topics for future discussion?
Yes, I would like to see if we can have a committee of the whole, maybe bring the League of Municipalities in and invite any kind of community committee members as well to do just a refresher on meeting etiquette and anything, sort of like a mini government 101 regarding meetings.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, we go to 10, report of village officials. A, clerk treasurer. Lauren, do you have anything to say for Jane?
No, I believe her report was in the packet.
Okay. Are there any questions? Okay, if not, we will go to B, Director of Public Works, Craig.
In your packet, just touch on a couple things here. Automobile lighting. Hopefully we'll have that to you February 3rd for approval, so we can get the lights coming and hopefully installed. Target time we're looking at end of March, first part of April to get the lights installed. So that should be up and going for school ball, if the weather is good for them to play in April. So it sounds like second week in April they're starting.
Okay.
So Miller Park, obviously we nothing being done right now because of the weather, but I finally from McMahon I finally did get a sketch on, and it should be in your packet here too, what it would look like with 2 pickleball courts, half court basketball. Should be in your packet.
We don't have anything.
Yeah,
in
Craig, I don't want to
packet.
interrupt you, but yeah, we don't have anything in our packets from Public Works.
No.
So, is that something you could send to us
Oh,
tomorrow?
absolutely.
Yeah. Keep
All right, well,
scrolling
anyway,
and
I
finding
had some
nothing.
attic in there. Well, I'm not gonna say much more here because there was you know, all of this that
Okay.
was in that packet. Yeah, it was in there.
Probably after we get it.
No,
Okay.
that was in there Monday. It was
Thank you for
before anybody
coming.
else had anything in there. So,
So just send it to us tomorrow, that'd be great.
absolutely. So I won't say anything more.
Okay.
So, just one thing here, 3 plowable events here so far, so we are definitely below average snowfall. So, good, bad, whatever it might be, but, we really don't have the snow cover we should have. So, I'm hoping on the water side of life that, we don't have any issues. So far, knock on wood, we haven't had any water issues.
Just jinxed yourself.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah.
Same darn
I said
thing.
knock on wood,
As
so.
cold as it's been.
We have a week of
What's
cold.
it gonna be next week?
No, this
Next
is
week
good.
too.
We're okay. But yeah, I will get, yeah, it should have been, it was all in the packet, it was, but
Okay,
I'll get it there.
so
I'll get
when
it
we
to you
get
guys.
this from Gray, if we have any questions, we'll
Yeah.
ask him then.
You know where I'm at.
I was just scrolling like crazy here.
Yeah, I thought, I,
Well, I didn't look at what Jane had
didn't
thrown
get it
out,
either.
so.
like,
Should have did that.
Okay.
Remind me next time.
okay, we will go to Z, Police Chief.
My report is in the packet, I'm looking at it, so I know it's there.
It is.
It is.
Wow.
I just want to touch on a couple different things. We're working on the nuanced Dragon. We're in the final stages of it. That was one of the things that we ended up getting with that FY 2020 COVID grant. If you recall that $10,000 that we were given. We are working with Corporate Network Solutions. We're working on the server portion of it. We have our tracks. Tracks is how we write our citations. It's a state program that has its own server within the server. So that went over to our new server flawlessly, and everything's working great. Next week we start the switch over of the emails, which is going to be a lengthy thing, and then our final phase would be the shared drives that we have within our departments and everything else. So, and then I'd like to give you an update on an ICAC, Internet Crimes Against Children. Officer Hauser has completed his second group of training. He went 3 days in November, and then he went last week for 5 days. On day 3, they were setting up their like profiles and stuff like that. They were teaching them how to interact with predators out there and things like that. We made an arrest in the village on Friday. So he hit the ground running. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
it does.
Awesome and unfortunate.
Or, yeah, at the same time, yeah.
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 But I think it's gonna be useful. I'm glad that we're part of it. We were one of the very last ones in Allegheny County to get involved in that program, so more work for you.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many warrants related to that kind of investigation I end up signing every week. I signed, I think, 2 this week, and I'm only one of 7 judges, so it happens a lot.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in our world, so.
Any questions for Chris? Okay, we will move to D, Library Director.
I included an infographic in the packet, kind of showcasing some of our statistics from 2021. Our yearly checkouts and library visits was down. It's higher than it was in 2020, but we're still working on getting people in the library after the pandemic has kind of settled a little bit. I also included the checkouts by municipality. I know that's something that Peter has asked me about in the past. So you can see that Hortonville is actually 3rd for the number of checkouts. Comparatively, we have over 5,000 card holders. which is the highest that I have seen since I've worked here in the last 5 years. So very exciting. People are starting to come back into the library. The local communities are starting to come in a little bit more. The Appleton Public Library is going to be leaving their building for about 18 months and using the old Best Buy building on the east side.
Yeah,
East side,
on
yeah.
Kensington, saw that today.
So I'm really hoping that some of the west side Appleton users and Grand Chute users start coming into the library during that time. So we're really anticipating that. The only problem that we might see is that during the move, they will be stopping all of their holds. You won't be able to check anything out from them, put anything on hold from them, pick up items, anything like that. So I'm hoping that it will be a benefit to us, and more people will start coming this way. I did want to highlight that our staff member Dana did almost 4,000 craft kits over the last year, which was a big source of pride for us. It really brought people in. She has been on WFRV Live, Local 5 Live twice now over the last 12 months to kind of highlight some of our offerings. I did hand out also our February 2022 programming calendar. We are starting to program out far enough that we can start handing out things in advance. And just to show kind of what we're doing creatively to bring people in the building, on Saturdays, if you come in and you check out 3 or more movies, you get the movie night snack pack that I also distributed. So we're really trying to find creative ways to bring people back into the library post-pandemic, and kind of entice them through our doors. Yesterday was National Popcorn Day, so we borrowed the popcorn machine from the police department and we handed out popcorn all day. Today is Cheese Lovers Day. We did not hand out any dairy. I am lactose intolerant. So that call came from the top down. So we're just really trying to find ways to bring people back in. So spread the word.
Thank you, Ellen.
This calendar is very nice.
That is all on my staff. I cannot take credit for that. We're working really hard on our marketing materials for this year.
I do have a question.
Yes.
I saw something on social media. What is this that you can go in and do reading, but it's not like during regular business hours? What? Explain it, because I was trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, so this past Saturday, we tried a new program that was like a silent read-in, where ages 12 and up could come in, spend a couple hours just quietly reading. A lot of people have been coming in saying that their New Year's resolution is to read more. So we wanted to provide like that cozy lounge kind of feel for people to just bring their books in and read. We provided snacks and hot chocolate and things like that. We did have 3 people come, which was more than I had hoped for. So it's something that we're really looking forward to doing again.
So you're creating a Starbucks atmosphere in the library.
Yeah,
kind of, where people just hang out in.
Beyond the hours, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah, so kind of, yeah.
So it was an after-hours program. So we really wanted to market it as not an extension of our hours, just because we wanted to have that, like you said, that Starbucks atmosphere without toddlers running around, because we do have some people come in who want that traditional library feel. And libraries are not quiet anymore. So trying to bring that back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions for Ally? Okay, we'll move to E, attorney.
I don't have any updates, but happy to answer any questions if you have them for me.
Any questions? Okay, we'll move to F, administrator. Nathan?
I was out sick for probably the last 2 weeks since the last meeting, but, so got a report in my packet, basically, but a lot of development stuff that we will be talking about at some point in the future. So.
Any questions for Nathan?
Did you get the check from Hortonville?
They were gonna send it out, yeah, so,
You haven't received it yet?
For the fire department?
I don't think.
For the grant, Hortonville's paying that.
The other half,
Nathan's last sentence or
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Hortonville?
We haven't received it yet, but I know she was sending it out right away.
Okay, we'll move to G, building permit report, there's none. 11, communication and miscellaneous business. A, Black Otter Lake District News, and Pat.
We met on Tuesday night. We received a check from Delvin, the guy up in Evergreen, I never remember the name of the place. A check in the amount of $8,057.99 and an invoice for the difference, which was $7,692.01, bringing the total to $15,750, which is what we paid him. So now the next step is we are asking for 2 estimates on the repairs needed. And from there, we'll determine legal action, most likely going through small claims at this point. The trouble we're running into is that because the initial builder of the harvester referred us to Delvin to have the warranty work done, there's no written contract. It was all word of mouth. So Bob Sorensen is the person we're consulting with. So he wants to get the estimates, then we get back together and determine what road to take. So I don't know whether to be optimistic or just kind of take an even keel right now, and we'll just wait for the estimates.
What was specifically on the invoice, just out of curiosity? I mean, it doesn't seem
I
you did
can pass it
anything.
around.
Doesn't seem like you did anything, but.
Well, see, one of the things that happened was he put 2 new, and I don't know mechanics, but 2 new wheel drive motors that, I think those were the motors that were replaced that were in fine working order when it went up there. So we're kind of puzzled as to why he did that. He also had left 2 hydraulic hoses open, which correct me if I'm wrong, that's a bad thing. You're supposed to seal them off. The fluid leaks, dirt gets in, air gets in, and it wreaks havoc. So there was damage to the trailer. So he has some things in here that, you know, we're probably not going to debate, but then other things that.
I was just curious, we got it back in worse condition than we sent it, and we're getting a bill, which
We
is
got 2 new
interesting.
motors, brand new motors, which technically we didn't need,
Right,
but, yeah.
and then an additional bunch of stuff that has to get fixed. That wasn't broken.
The warranty work was not done, which is why I went up there, and we had also paid for, or he also was going to put 2 joysticks on, and we didn't get those.
Is the anticipation that this harvester will be in operable condition come next summer? Or
That's our board's goal, is that we want to get it on the lake, because last year was awful.
Yeah.
We also want to emphasize the fact in the courts or wherever that we paid $12,500 to have the rental come in, to have the lake harvested. And that was a significant cost that we wouldn't have had to incur had the harvester been here.
Yeah.
And of course, he had reasons. He said he couldn't get the parts due to the supply chain issues, but he didn't get it inside to work on it until 6 months after it was there.
And you got parts we didn't need.
Correct.
I'd like to know what happened to the old motors, if we could get those back.
That was requested. Al sent a letter, the motors are requested, the bad parts, which is routine. You usually get to prove that they were, but, to get those back,
How about he put new parts in that didn't need to be replaced?
I have no idea. We can't quite figure that out.
That's why I would like the
And
old
at
motors back.
$1,800 or what they were a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's
$1,900.
yeah, $3,600 of,
And Chris verified that the new parts did go in?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That'd be another question, yeah.
Chris was the one that,
Considering.
you know, noticed the hoses and the damage to the trailer, and
Yeah.
it's, yeah, but without anything in writing, it's gonna be tough, but we'll just keep plodding along here and get another estimate. There's a place in Wapaka that may possibly be able to give us an estimate. Calls were gonna be made to try to find someone that could either come here or haul the harvester to them to look at. So,
He charged us to bring it back, which
Yeah.
is funny too.
but waive the other two.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Are there any questions for Pat? Okay, we'll move to B, Hortonville, Hortonia Fire District News.
We had a meeting last Wednesday, went over last year's budget and fire runs and EMS runs. EMS had 306 calls last year, which is up by about 80, and fire had 90 fire runs, and that's up from the years prior as well, by about 10. And that's pretty much it.
Any questions for Jack? Okay, we'll go to C, Gold Cross Ambulance Run Report and News, and there's none. D, Hortonville Civic Association, Peter,
Nothing at this time.
okay. E, Senior Activities Committee, Pat,
Our core committee, which is the people that are appointed to the committee, met on Monday, following the potluck birthday party. And we had a discussion about kind of reorganizing the way we do our meetings, recommending that we have our core committee meet every month and then bring in the other agencies every other month, because the agencies from around the county, I think it gets a little redundant for them every month. So, and then our core committee can concentrate on specific programs for here. So that's what we're going to bring to the full meeting on the 27th, when everybody's here. We had the potluck combination birthday party Monday. I think we had 8 people here, so not a big turnout, but we're just trying to work back into the schedule. And we're setting up speakers and some entertainment for the coming months to hopefully bring more people in.
okay, any questions for Pat? Okay, 12, comments and suggestions from citizens present.
Nathan Michael, W14874 County Road M, Tigerton, 54486.
That my cue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to introduce myself to you all. My name is Nathan Michael, as you know. I'm from Tigerton, and I am a declared candidate for the 6th Assembly to the Representative, which Hortonville is my farthest south and largest entity farthest south. There, I'm just a little about myself. I'm from a family of 10. I'm number 7. I was homeschooled all my life, thank the Lord. I'm really glad about that. But I have my own, I own my own business. I'm a contractor, heating and cooling contractor in Tigerton. I do a lot of work in the valley, so I've gone through Hortonville over hundreds of times probably, because most of my work is from the valley. So I thought I would introduce you to myself. You'll be seeing me walking your streets pretty soon here, actually. I like to start out and then go in, so Hortonville is one of my first places I'm going to be tackling from my door to door. So I thought I would just let you all know and introduce myself to you all. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
You're welcome.
Okay, 13, I need a motion to go into closed session.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session under state statute 19.851E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session.
I'll second.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Peter?
Aye.
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 I
Aye.
Okay, we will need 5 minutes recess to clear the meeting room. Number 15, any action on matters discussed in closed session? There's none. 16, I would need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're now adjourned.
Last